There is a moment in life when a realization hits you quietly. Not with noise, not with drama, but with a strange kind of clarity. You start noticing patterns. The way people talk to you when they need something. The way they disappear when they don't. The way their energy changes depending on what you can give. And slowly, it starts to make sense. People don't actually care about you. They care about what you provide. At first, that idea feels harsh, almost unfair, because you want to believe that people value you for who you are. Not for what you do, not for what you give, not for what you offer. But reality doesn't always match that belief, because most human connections are not built on pure intention. They are built on exchange, invisible exchange, time for attention, effort for validation, presence for comfort. And as long as that exchange benefits both sides, the connection feels real. But the moment that balance shifts, everything changes. Think about it. There are people who only reach out when they need advice, people who only call when they're bored, people who only stay close when you're useful to them. And when you stop providing that value, they slowly disappear. Not suddenly, not dramatically, but gradually. Their replies get shorter, their effort decreases, their presence fades, until one day, they're gone, and you're left wondering what happened. What did I do wrong? Why did they change? But the truth is, they didn't change. The value you were providing did, because in their mind, the connection was never about you. It was about what you brought into their life. And once that was gone, there was nothing left to hold on to. This is the part that most people struggle to accept, because it challenges the way we see relationships. We want to believe that loyalty is unconditional, that care is genuine, that people stay because they want to, not because they need something. But the truth is more complicated. People are driven by benefit, not always in a selfish, calculated way, but naturally, subconsciously. They gravitate toward what makes them feel good, what makes their life easier, what gives them something they lack. And when that disappears, their interest often disappears with it. This doesn't mean every person is fake. It means most people are selective. They invest where they feel a return. And if you are the one constantly giving, constantly providing, constantly filling their needs, you become valuable. But not for who you are, for what you do. And that's where the illusion begins, because you start believing they care about you, when in reality, they care about the role you play in their life, the support you give, the attention you provide, the consistency you offer. And as long as you keep playing that role, they stay, they respond, they engage. But the moment you step back, the moment you stop giving, the moment you stop providing that same energy, you see the truth, because suddenly, they're not as interested. They don't reach out as much. They don't try to maintain the connection. And that silence is not confusion. It's clarity. It shows you what the connection was really built on. Because genuine care does not disappear when you stop giving. It adapts. It adjusts. It remains. But conditional care depends. It depends on your availability, your effort, your willingness to provide. And when that changes, it fades. This is why some people lose everyone the moment they stop being useful, because their value was never internal. It was functional. They were needed, not valued. And once the need disappears, so does the connection. That's a hard truth to face, because it forces you to question everything, every conversation, every bond, every moment you thought was real. But instead of seeing it as something negative, see it as something revealing. Because it shows you who is there for you and who is there for what you offer. And once you see that difference, you can't unsee it. You start noticing patterns you ignored before. Who only texts when they need something, who only shows interest when you give attention, who disappears when you stop initiating. And slowly, you stop taking it personally, because you understand something important. It was never about you. It was about the value you provided, and that changes everything. Because now, you stop overgiving, you stop over-explaining, you stop trying to maintain connections that only survive when you put in all the effort. You start observing instead of chasing, you start stepping back instead of leaning in. And what happens next is the truth. Some people disappear, completely, no message, no explanation. no attempt to reconnect, and that might hurt. But it also answers every question you had, because people who care about you don't disappear when you stop giving. They notice, they ask, they check on you, they make an effort, because their connection to you is not based on what you provide, it's based on who you are. And those people are rare, but they exist, and the only way to find them is to stop giving your energy to those who only stay when you do. Because as long as you keep providing without limits, you will keep attracting people who only value the benefit, not the person. This is where boundaries come in, because boundaries are not about pushing people away. They are about filtering. They show people how much access they have to you, how much you're willing to give, how much you're willing to tolerate, and more importantly, they show you who stays when the benefit is removed. Because once you set boundaries, once you stop over-providing, once you stop making yourself constantly available, you create a shift. And in that shift, people reveal themselves. Some will respect it, some will adapt, some will stay, and others will leave because they were never there for you. They were there for what you gave them, and once that stopped, so did they. This is why controlling what you provide is controlling who stays. Because when you give everything freely, you attract everyone. But when you become selective, you attract only those who value you. Not your function, not your effort, not your resources, you. And that's the difference between being needed and being valued. Being needed is temporary. It lasts as long as the need exists. Being valued is different. It remains even when there is nothing to gain, even when you're not giving, even when you're not available. Because it's not based on benefit, it's based on connection. And that's what you should be looking for. Not people who need you, but people who choose you, even when you have nothing to offer, even when you're not at your best, even when you're not providing anything, because that's where real care exists. Not in what you give, but in who you are. So the next time you feel like people don't care, don't rush to prove your worth. Don't try to give more. Don't try to become more useful. Instead, step back. Reduce what you provide. Limit your availability. And observe, because what remains after you stop giving is the truth. And that truth will tell you everything you need to know about them, about the connection, and most importantly, about your value. Because the moment you stop being valued only for what you provide is the moment you start being valued for who you are. And that is where everything changes.